In the energy quadrant, taking a look at the May crude oil futures contract, which had a good rally going in it, but it faded, dropping all the way down below 102 and settling below 102. On the high side of things today, we actually had a decent rally going up 2.36%, getting all the way up to 105.59, but that faded as the day went on, and we ended up getting down to a low of 101.85 and basically finishing right at that level, down near 1.5% on that. Crude oil futures now down 3 of the last 4 days, and they've been falling with risk assets. Now, dollar strength is part of the reason. If you've been watching crude oil for a while, you know that there's a pretty solid inverse correlation between the dollar and crude oil. Doesn't mean they can't both go up at the same time or both go down at the same time. But usually with all else equal, I should say typically with all else equal, if the dollar's rising, commodities in general are getting weaker. And that happened as we saw the dollar really strengthen against the majors in the course of the day, up 64 basis points against the euro, up 35 basis points or 1/3% against the British pound, up 67 or almost 0.7% against the yen. All of that dollar strength contributing to the headwind for crude oil. And that dollar strength came on the backs of Fed speakers that we had today. We had a bunch of them today, but two that really stood out were Fed Governor Lael Brainerd and Cleveland Fed President Esther George, both talking about the likelihood of 50 basis point rate hikes, both talking about getting to neutral or beyond. Lael Brainerd saying they needed to get to neutral as quickly as possible. I'm paraphrasing, of course. And Esther George saying they might need to go past neutral in order to rein inflation in. So that put a little bit of dollar strength into the market, which hit most commodities, including crude oil, which finished lower on the day.